Thomas accidentally found a beauty sleeping for 1,000 years in the house. But unexpectedly, after waking up, she brought terrible calamities. Hello, we are JTeam. Today JTeam will tell you the movie, The Curse of Sleeping Beauty. The film opens with the male lead wandering in the desert. In front of him was a bed. Thomas watched over and discovered a beautiful princess sleeping. He wants to kiss that girl. Just when the moment was important, Thomas awoke. Turns out it was just a dream. Thomas is an artist. He woke up and redrawn the dream scene. Since his fiancée passed away, he never left the house. Every day he locked himself in the house. Due to the loss of his job, he cannot afford the rent. Luckily his friend let him stay. He even advised Thomas to go out and walk. Staying at home all the time will affect your health. But Thomas did not obey. Thomas didn't just dream about that sleeping beauty once. Ever since he was an adult, he began to dream of that girl. And every time I wake up in a painful mood. Thomas went to a psychiatrist. The doctor said that because he felt so lonely, his mind was closed. That's why his consciousness created that beautiful girl by itself. The doctor advised Thomas to go out to make friends. But that doctor's advice didn't work for Thomas. That day, Thomas received a call. The opponent was a lawyer. He says Thomas's uncle has passed away, but he left the inheritance for Thomas. Thomas was both surprised and suspicious. He doesn't even remember who that uncle is. But he couldn't ignore the other assets. So he went to that lawyer. The lawyer said Thomas's uncle left him a mansion. He also said that Thomas's family used to live there. This made Thomas even more suspicious. He never heard his family had that mansion. He curiously opened the photo of the mansion. He was amazed to find out that mansion was exactly like it was in his dream. In addition to that picture, there was also a letter from his uncle. His uncle wrote, his mother always forbade him and Thomas from meeting. So Thomas doesn't know that he has an uncle. After reading the letter, Thomas immediately drove to the mansion. In the letter, Thomas's uncle instructed. Thomas was not allowed to go down to the interior of the mansion. Something in there was sealed. Thomas quickly reached the mansion. This place is full of dummies, skulls and weird characters. Thomas shone flashlights everywhere to check. Suddenly a figure appeared outside. He curiously went outside to see. It turned out it was Linda, the mansion manager. She came to give Thomas the key. That night, Thomas dreamed again about the beauty sleeping. But strangely, this time he kissed the girl and woke her up. She says she also exists in reality. Besides, he was very close to Thomas. She said, her name is Rose. Suddenly Rose begs Thomas to take her away. Then Thomas suddenly woke up. Suddenly a monster filled with blood emerged from Thomas's blanket. Then clung to him. Fortunately, it was just a nightmare. Thomas tried to calm down. He went looking for a repairman, intending to remodel the house to sell it. The repairman curiously asked Thomas that, has he ever met a ghost in it? Because this house has ghosts. There were many people who went missing in it and left no trace. So it is not easy to want to sell this villa. The repairman also discovered a secret room in the mansion. But he could not find the entrance. Thomas guessed this was the room his uncle mentioned. Then he found the mansion's record. There was a page with text similar to Linda's. So Thomas came to see Linda to ask questions. Linda said there were 53 people missing in that mansion. Her brother died in it too. But the police could not find any clues. Linda feels that the mansion must have some secret. So she really wanted to investigate. Thomas suddenly felt severe stomach pain. Before his eyes was a magical scene. Then he passed out and Linda frantically called an ambulance. The doctor said Thomas just had a crisis, it's okay. Just let him rest. At this point, Thomas was talking to Rose in a dream. Rose says Thomas is the only one who can set her free. Thomas carries the bloodline of this family. If he leaves her, he will die slowly. Last time Thomas dreamed of a monster. Actually, it was the man who cursed Rose. Rose pleads with him to wake her up in the real world. As soon as he finished speaking, Thomas awoke. Linda brought him food. She said Thomas didn't stop screaming in the hospital. But when he got back to the mansion, he was normal. Linda suspects that Thomas has been sealed away. Linda concludes that this villa has no good history. The people who died here are all suicidal. If they were men, they all had autism. There was a person who wanted to burn the mansion but failed. The next day, that person mysteriously committed suicide. Linda feels that this mansion has something mysterious. Then, Thomas and Linda found an organ of the secret room. Linda saw blood on it. Thomas remembered Rose's words. He pricked his finger to bleed. They did, indeed, open the door. There is a blocked tunnel in here. There is also a large book. They found that the writing in it was identical to Uncle Thomas's. But Thomas did not understand what it was written on. It is a special type of writing. He never even saw it. Suddenly the lights in the room were flashing. A pile of dummies suddenly appeared. Before they could do anything, the dummies started to attack them. Thomas ran Linda away. But around, there are dummies everywhere. Something seemed to wake them up. Then Linda went to a friend named Richard. Richard is an expert in supernatural phenomena. Thomas tells Richard that he often dreamed of Rose and the demons. Also said they have found a strange book in the secret. Inside, Richard discovered the old lettering. He doesn't understand, but Linda's ex-boyfriend might. So they brought books to see him, Daniel. Daniel says that it takes some time to decode the book. So they stayed at Daniel's house that night. At this time, the repairman also came to the mansion. Still those bizarre dummies. The repairman couldn't see Thomas, so he looked around. As a result, he was attacked by demons. At this point, Linda and Thomas are still trying to decode the book. I just finished decoding a page, but there is nothing special up there. And Thomas couldn't leave the mansion for too long. Otherwise his body would begin to hurt. Thomas began to feel uncomfortable, unable to stand. Richard and Linda rushed back to Thomas. Thomas as well again, he takes Richard and Linda down the secret room. They try to break through the door that blocks the tunnel. Then they carefully stepped inside. A shadow suddenly crawled out. Richard shone the flashlight, threatening him to run away. They start looking for Rose and the demon. Linda found her missing brother. In these dummies down here. He's also turned into a dummy. Suddenly, the dummies come back to life and attack them. Richard is attacked by Linda's brother. Thomas saw, rushed to help. Linda felt her brother's death was related to the demon. So she was extremely angry, deciding to kill it. The three people went deep inside, finally finding the demon. It was sitting by the loom weaving. And Rose is lying in the cage in the opposite. Richard and Linda are going to seduce the demon, enabling Thomas to awaken Rose. So they stood before the demon. Unexpectedly it could talk. It used the ability to strangle Richard and Linda. It also said it was a watchman, guarding the sleeping demon. Didn't notice that Thomas had sneaked into Rose's room. Thomas kissed Rose, but nothing happened. This reminds Thomas of the story. His blood opens the door. So he bites the bleeding lip to kiss Rose. Finally Rose woke up. At this point, Daniel has finished decoding the book. It turns out that Rose is the real demon. And the demon is the god guarding the spirit of the sealed devil. Its job is to prevent others from releasing the seal for Rose. Rose used her powers to enter the dream of members of Thomas's family, to charm them to dissolve the seal. It is written in the book, never talk to the devil. If not, you will be mesmerized. But it was too late. Thomas was also filled with joy at having rescued Rose. He did not know that danger was imminent. Rose's eyes were suddenly black, she pushed Thomas over. Then, he took out the guts of the guard's guts. Now Richard and Linda realized. Turns out they were wrong. Linda was about to kill Rose. But she is not her opponent. On the contrary, he was strangled to death. Rose took Thomas out of there. She will use Thomas to free the other demons. The world will soon perish. The movie here is the end. The film was released in 2016. The angles of the film are bold fairy tales. The reversal of the situation at the end of the movie was too surprising. But to be honest, the movie is still floating. There are still too many holes in the episode. The beauty of the princess is the complete opposite of her personality. The film is covered by fanciful darkness. The scariest thing is probably the dummies. Those are the people suffering from depression. Today's movie comes here only. Everyone remember to like and share to support JTeam.